The Great Barrier Reef is the largest natural object on the planet, formed by living organisms, which stretches for 2,500 kilometers along the northeast coast of Australia. It consists of several thousand separate reefs and hundreds of islands, and its total area exceeds Italy in size. It is not surprising that this giant formation can even be seen from space. Created by billions of tiny organisms known as coral polyps, the Great Barrier Reef is a true underwater work of art, and its rich biodiversity attracts travelers from all over the world. Is it any wonder that the most popular entertainments here are diving and boat trips on glass-bottom boats? The reef's ecosystem is extremely vulnerable, so visitors are only allowed to certain places, but this, however, does not interfere with enjoying the magic of an incredible creation of nature. Numerous fjords are considered to be the main feature of Norway. This is the name of sea bays deeply cutting into the land, surrounded by high rocky shores. With a relatively small width, their length can reach hundreds of kilometers. In total, there are about 1,200 fjords in Norway, and each has its own unique look, characteristic landscape and character, while some of them are so colorful that they were included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. The largest of the Norwegian fjords, Sognefjord, has a length of more than 200 kilometers and a depth of up to 13 meters. Considered the longest and deepest in Europe. He earned the nickname King of the Fjords. Not inferior to him in popularity in Gerangerfjord, with steep cliffs with waterfalls, glaciers and forests. It is known for its exceptional beauty and has even become the hallmark of the country. In the northern part of Brazil, right on the Atlantic coast, there is an unusual national park, Lencois Maranyansis, which can be safely classified as one of the most mysterious places on our planet. This park is essentially a desert with incredibly white sand that is constantly moving, forming majestic dunes up to 40 meters high. However, unlike ordinary deserts, it rains regularly, and especially a lot of precipitation falls from January to May. At this time, thousands of lagoons with turquoise, greenish and blue fresh water form between the dunes. Dense layers of rocks prevent her from going into the ground, and it turns out a fantastic landscape that has no equal anywhere in the world. From a bird's eye view, the park resembles a giant pulsating blanket that moves in the direction of the wind. Located in the northeastern part of Vietnam, Halong Bay is not only recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but is also one of the country's calling cards. This beautiful bay, with an area of more than 1,500 square kilometers, includes more than 3,000 islands, many of which are covered with emerald vegetation. Under their bizarre caps, karst caves often hide their big and small secrets. Among all the variety of islands, there are not even a couple of similar ones. Many of them are so small that they have not even acquired their own names, while others have become real heroes of local legends. Over the centuries, the uniqueness of the bay has repeatedly rescued the Vietnamese during wars with more powerful neighbors. and in the 20th century, on one of its islands, even the residence of Ho Chi Minh City was located. However, the natural charm of the bay attracts travelers even without all these details, and its landscapes have repeatedly been featured in many popular films. Victoria Falls is an amazing natural phenomenon located on the very border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. At this point, the Zambezi River, spreading almost 2 km wide, falls off a 100-meter cliff. The roar and rumble, millions of splashes, the fantastic power of the water flow, as well as clouds and rainbows, are just a few that can be observed standing next to the Victoria Falls. For Europeans, the Scottish explorer Livingstone discovered the African natural miracle. It was he who gave it its modern name, in honor of the British Queen ruling at that time. In the local dialect, the waterfall is called Mosi Oe Tunya, which translates as thundering smoke. You can view Victoria from observation platforms, the most famous of which is the Knife Blade Bridge. However, the most impressive experience can be obtained by flying over Victoria in a helicopter or bungee jumping, another well-known entertainment for thrill seekers. Take a photo in the so-called Devil's Pool, a small natural pool on the very edge of the cliff.